Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins. Two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. Two coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Two Coin Podcast. It's your brother Waleed.
And I'm Ronnie, the other side of the coin. And this week's episode is brought to you by Captain Morgan Spiced Rum. Get you some with a little hint of Gatorade.
Also known as SEMO.
Shit.
But yeah,
all that.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like, follow. We on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube,
all the platforms.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. Today we've got a regular guest with us who's been on here a bunch of times before. But today he gets his own episode.
Hey, gets his own episode, yes sir. And it's his first time on a video pod too, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, that's true. Since we made that, so
I feel like, we got an official thing going, and it's like this is your first appearance, so hey.
Here's a face to the voice y'all heard before.
This is KJ Durant. I was on previous episodes from now to like a year ago. Rapper, artist, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
But not only that, man. This dude is from a region of the world right now where battle rap is, doing their thing and killing that shit. We're going to get into that later, but I just had to mention that real quick.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Different perspective coming here.
But hey, right off the bat, first coin out the bag. Should the people call you KJ or KD?
Okay.
And tell us about
that. So, hey, first of all, and let the people know what your government name is, too.
All right, because we're going to have to go through this. All right, so my government name is Kevin Durant. My family nickname was turned into my rap name is KJ Durant just because I'm a junior. But people call me everything from KJ to Durant. KD is the only nickname that I never asked for, but I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Like
it was like meant to be, bro. There's no fighting it.
I'm not even gonna fight
there's no fighting it.
All right, cool.
Bro, your name is Kevin Durant too? It's like, yeah, it's kind of a common name.
Yeah, it's like either or though. Some people use it interchangeably, but I'm like either or. KJ or KD, whatever works.
Hey, when was like that first time you saw like, you know what I mean? I know we've talked about it before, but like
the KD thing.
Yeah, like when did you first hear it?
2006 gym class. I was in 6th grade. I remember this specifically. My teacher at the time. I'm not going to say his name. My teacher at the time was like, hey, there's this kid in Texas, and he has your name. I'm like, what do you mean he has my name? like he's Kevin Durant. He's balling. I'm like, he looks at me, he's like, yo, it's crazy, right? I'm like, well, I just hope that he's good, because otherwise he's just going to have my name and be trash. That's not going to be good. Put some respect on my name. I'm like, I hope he's good. And then he became Kevin fucking Durant, and now he's that dude.
That's crazy, bro. Like, imagine you just, hey, man, it's going to be a Waleed El Khalifa. He coming out of Texas. You don't think about it,
bro. Yeah. Like that's my name, bro. Like get the fuck out of here.
First of all, but like if he's gonna have it, it's like, all right, cool. He better be like a fucking legend.
Yeah.
But did you ever think it was ever gonna be this? I mean, you probably couldn't, but like even a part of you was just like, damn, bro, what if this dude just goes off?
It wasn't until the year when Supersonics became Thunder.
Damn. Okay.
And he started really like going crazy. Like, because his first year he was on Supersonics, and then they moved to OKC, and then they got like Russ, and he's just started balling.
Bro, it's so funny that we're old enough to remember that.
I know, right? Remember when it was the NBA team in Seattle? Like, yo.
But hey, that question was meant to lead into like the real question. Kevin Durant, but the artist name is KJ Durant. So tell the people a little bit about your origin story, how you came up, and your childhood background, all that stuff, and how you eventually became an artist and how you found music.
Quick synopsis. I was born in Philly, raised primarily like South Jersey, but I also used to split time and come to California.
Jersey?
Yeah, I know, right? I used to split time. I would be in South Jersey. When they say South Jersey, it's right next to Philly. Mm-hmm. So I'm like literally across the bridge, like where Camden's at.
The East Coast is like all clumped up together.
Yeah, everything's like super clumped up. So like if you go from San Jose to Bakersfield, you pass through 4 states if it was the East. Like
dead
it's
ass.
like that.
That's just man,
yeah,
bro.
Dead ass.
But, especially from here to like LA, be 6 hours, and you talking about you just halfway.
Ronnie make that drive every weekend and shit.
Yeah,
like man,
I'm not built like that. Man. I'm not built like that. But I was primarily raised over there, and then like I used to come here for the summers, just like visit my dad and stuff like that. So did that till I was like 14, 15. Moved to Arizona. Hated it.
But you said you would come here as in where?
Here as in Sacramento.
Okay.
So I would come to Sacramento for like years and years as a kid. Grew up, moved to Sacramento, and then came down to San Jose for college. The reason I got into the music thing is it was a joke at first. When I got to Arizona, there was I'm like a freshman at high school, so like I'm trying to like get in good, like make friends and stuff like that. And there was a day like where everybody was on Facebook like rapping, like they would just like write a 16 and like record it and throw it up on Facebook, like little stupid 14-year-old stuff. So like me, I'm trying to make friends. I write my own rap and then I upload that, and I'm like so fucking hype about the thing. And then like, go ahead.
Not even to cut you off, but like everybody has a story like that to where, bro, I was in middle school rapping with the homies, and that's when you found out whether you were gonna pursue it or whether you were ass.
It was a joke.
I was the latter.
It was a joke.
Man's like, nah, it was cool off that.
It was for real joke. I was like hella hype and shit like that. And then afterwards, it was, they stopped doing it. But I kept writing. Like I just got a notebook, started writing in books. At the time, I was like going through a lot because all the moving.
Yeah.
And it just became like this.
Your outlet.
Yeah, it just became like a cool outlet that wasn't necessarily sports, and it's the one that stuck around the longest. So I'm like, hey man, I might as well do this shit. I like doing this shit.
Yeah, like, at a young age, I just accepted the fact that I was gonna be a listener,
hey,
a hip hop listener and connoisseur.
I feel that.
Hey, but that's still a fucking lane that you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, so you said you spent like essentially like half your childhood split here in Sacramento, and then the other half like in Philly on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I can kind of guess how life is in Sacramento. So tell us how life was like in Philly, and how different was that as like a dichotomy or like comparison between the two.
Where I was at, and just that general area of Philly and South Jersey. I guess the main thing, if you do a parallel between us and California West Coast, is just the way people talk.
Yeah.
Like the average person down to like the people that you know personally. Like for us, everything is super straightforward. Like how like here we'll do the little platitudes like, hey, how you doing? Like, how's your day going? Da da da. Where I'm from,
Fuck the small
people
talk.
don't care about that. Like, if people don't care to ask, like how your day was, they just won't ask.
Yeah.
So like you'll have a conversation with someone from Philly, and it'll just be like this awkward moment where you're supposed to fill in the blank to the script, but like a Philly nigga won't do it. So if they don't care to do it, they just won't do it. So it'll just be like awkward. Like there's these beats that we miss and shit like that.
I feel, but I don't speak to unless I'm addressed. I mean, to people who are listening who aren't aware, like I spent like elementary school or up until I was like 10 years old out in the East Coast as well, New Jersey. I was in Newark, New Jersey, which is basically like New York metro area.
Hey, you was there for how many years again?
Well, we came to America. Like my first time as an American, when I landed in America, I was 5 years old in fucking Harlem, New York.
Okay.
We stayed with my dad's friend in like some little rundown 1-bedroom apartment. Eventually, my dad like raked up enough cash and got us a little apartment in Newark, New Jersey, which is like right across the bridge. So yeah, I've been to Philly a few times.
Yeah.
And I can attest like Philly and like New York and like just the East Coast in general have like a similar, I guess, approach or like attitude towards life that's entirely different from people out here.
It's a lot more honest. It's how do I say it? We value the honesty aspect. So like our form of love comes through being honest. So like if I care so much about a person, I'm gonna be like straight honest with them.
Even if it means you being a dickhead.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, I'm only saying this because I care. Or I'm just saying this because like, fuck out of here. That's why it's my favorite phrase. Because whenever someone says fuck out of here,
You're
it's
dismissed.
usually warranted. Like it's like, nah man, I feel it. Fuck out of here. Like, but that's the main thing. Like everything's like more aggressive. Like here, California is more, I'd say California is work hard but also play hard as well, versus like East Coast in general is just work hard.
It's just
like
grinding.
it's just everything's just like a grind. It might be because of the weather.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
inside for 3-4 months.
Hey, but
I don't
like,
know.
Cause you know how in like California especially, but like I mean I can't really speak on like Washington, Seattle and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But like from what I've heard from people being out there, it's like it's mad laid back compared to like what's it called back east. It's just more like everybody's just moving too quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything.
Like even
boom, boom,
LA
boom,
out here is still moving slow compared to people out there.
Mm-hmm. Everything's boom, 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 fast paced. Everybody looks like super aggressive. I remember as a kid, there was one thing I was taught. It's just like, if you're a man, you don't want to get punked, so you gotta look harder than the dude like walking by you. So like if someone's
10
walking,
toes.
yeah, like someone's walking by you, gotta look hard, otherwise they're gonna punk you, shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's not something that, or at least in the areas of California I lived in, that's not really something that you have to do. But
Probably thinking like LA.
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to deprogram it though, like it's like this whole totally culturally different thing.
Yeah, it's funny too because like I don't know, like I was in elementary school. Obviously, I was a kid, but I'm still like old enough to remember, you know, life on the East Coast.
Yeah.
But like, if anybody were to ask me, like truthfully, I'm from the West Coast. Like this is where I spent my adolescence and grew up. So it's almost like, yeah, there is a different approach to life from people out there, and I feel like over there, people, I think, I don't want to say struggle harder, but it's almost true, like to an extent.
It's that weather.
It's the way the snow has a big thing to do with
I
it
was
for
about
sure.
to say, bro, like if you don't got to experience one of 4 seasons, like that takes like a fat ass load off your back.
Like I remember
you know
getting
what I mean?
up at getting up for school and like watching my dad shovel snow
Yo.
out of the fucking driveway, and he'd be like, "Yo, I've been up since like 4 a.m." I'm like, "Bro, like, what
You
the
gotta
fuck?"
put that Epsom salt.
Bro,
so you
especially if
don't-
that
Yeah.
shit get to like 6, 7 inches, 2 feet, 3 feet. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
like-
What's the most like you've seen?
Bro, like I
on a
remember it was a
consistent
blizzard.
week.
It was a blizzard. Like they canceled school for like I think it was like 5 days,
Yeah.
but my dad still had to show up to work because at the time he was working security, you know, and
Yeah.
and you know you can't fucking skip out on a
different.
security job. It's different, yeah.
Everybody's just like, get it done. Nobody cares. Just get the shit done.
Yeah.
Worst thing about the snow days though is they tack them days on at the end of summer. So like,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That,
School
like,
year.
I only lived out there for 1 year. I did kindergarten out in Maryland, but fucking like that's the one thing I think that I miss like about like ever living there because I was a kid and I experienced it was the snow, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like
I never liked the snow.
I got this
even
weird
as a kid.
fascination of wanting to like just go live out there just to be around snow because like bro that shit was tight. I was 4 years old when I came out here for 1 year. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Anybody who's actually anybody who came from snow, like where they live regularly, like east, north,
They don't
whatever.
fuck with that shit.
If they get to California or somewhere, like they come here like specifically because they know that there's not 4 seasons. Like
Oh,
I don't
facts,
want
bro.
like I want to find it. Like let me find the snow. If I want to go up to the snow, I'll go to Tahoe. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't come to
Bro.
me.
Let me
Don't
go
come
play
to
with
me.
the snow when I feel like it.
Don't
Like,
Hey, I
come
ain't
to
gonna
me.
lie, bro. Like that's literally how my mom is. Like she would never move out there because she was the one who had to work. Like you know, what I mean, that 1 year we was out here. So she was just like, yeah, dealing with that shit. I'm
and bro,
never fucking moving.
keep it a
back
bean.
there.
You live in California.
Yeah.
It gets below 40 degrees. Your ass is fucking freezing.
We're shut. A scarf. I'm like, why you got a scarf on, bro? It's not even freezing.
Bro, I got the
Like,
heater on.
people be
If it's 42
chilling.
degrees outside, I got the heater on blast in my crib.
Yeah, you just like struggling. I'm like, man, it's not even that serious. Like,
But-
Hey, but you think it is. You know what I mean? You privileged with that California
I mean,
weather. You know what I mean?
it's almost like 2 different countries.
I mean,
To an
if you think of it like the size of America, you like slap that shit on Europe, it would be
Yeah.
like 2 different countries.
Yeah,
it's almost like be like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Like, that's
you go
England,
countries
France, Spain.
man.
Because you know how
Germany,
how people say,
like-
what's the difference between like America and Canada? The same argument can be made for East Coast versus West Coast. Like you can separate them into 2.
It's totally
Oh
different.
yeah, completely different
The way
spaces on
people
like
move.
the on the globe too. You know what I mean? So you getting different like environmental changes.
Let me ask you this though: how would you say the East Coast and West Coast mixture has influenced your music?
I would say, if I say like a West Coast thing, maybe in terms of how it sounds and what I'm like willing to do. I guess I'm more willing to be melodic and shit like that. I picked that up from here. But in terms of the way that I write, you would tell that I'm from the East because I'm like real straight.
Real rap raw.
Not like that. Not like I'm like barring up tracks. It's just I'm real straightforward about what I'm talking about, how I feel, especially if it pertains
There's a purpose to
myself.
everything you're doing.
Facts.
My purpose is just to I never even thought about it like this, but I guess my purpose is to just say exactly how I'm feeling and in whatever way feels natural to me. So like if I like artists who one write about every aspect of their life. So like a Kanye, for example, writes about the good things, the bad things, all that stuff. And 2, I like artists like a Dave Chappelle or Donald Glover who seem like they make stuff without the thought of how their fans are going to interact with it, which means they make things from a perspective of it's straight honest with themselves.
It's more of a self-fulfillment is the priority, and like
Right.
pleasing the fans is
Because fans will
On
realize shit in
secondary. Yeah.
hindsight. Like if you know about like Childish Gambino and you like him for 3005, right? you wouldn't expect him to come out with Redbone on the very next
No,
album.
bro.
And
When
he
I
probably
heard
would've won it.
that
Like,
song, and I'm like, holy shit, who is this? And somebody said Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
and if
I thought he was just a rapping
different,
fast
too.
ass nigga. Like,
And if he were to say that, like, this is a dude who made like Heartbeat and shit like that, the fans would probably be like, no, don't do that shit, or don't have an album where you don't rap. But since he did it, we're all better for it. So I like people like that.
I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause we've had this conversation before. I used to find Donald Glover corny before he like actually became Donald Glover. When he was Childish Gambino, and he I thought 2005 and what was the other song you mentioned?
There was Heartbeat on the
Heartbeat.
album
I wasn't
before
a huge fan, to be honest. I remember those came out in high school,
Yeah.
so I wasn't interested. But as soon as he dropped Redbone, and then I listened to that album in full, I'm like, oh, this dude's a genius.
He joked about that.
Yeah, bro. I didn't get into fucking Childish until like.
Oh, he got into a different bag with that one.
Redbone, yeah.
He joked about that. He said black people found him corny until he came out with Atlanta and Redbone. Like that's for real what happened.
You gotta do some great shit.
Yo, he came up with Atlanta and Redbone, and everybody was like, oh, okay. Like, everybody was like, all right, I see what
Okay,
you're
I
doing.
didn't know you had it like that.
I'm like, all right. But I fuck with it just because he does things that are like natural to him. So if I take what, not necessarily like his sound or anything like that, I like just making things that feel natural to me and like are straight honest, which I guess would be a trait that of where I'm from in the East Coast, and putting that in music. Meaning that if I want to talk about something good in my life, I'll talk about something good. If I want to talk about something depressing, I'll do that. If I want to sing on record, I'll sing on record on the flip side. If I want to rap on record, nigga, if I want to scat, I'll do it. It's just whatever's natural and honest to me. Like that's my thing based off the people I like.
Like, if you had to name a couple artists, like, specifically from Philly that you would say, like, either one influenced you or have any sense of, like, you know what I mean, impact on your music.
He's not Philly and he's not an artist, but
Gilly the Kid. No,
Gilly the Kid, like, you know,
Wallow.
Beanie Siegel. No.
everything starts with AI for me.
Okay.
Even though he's from Virginia, but
Shout out to AI, King of Philly.
like
Big facts, big
everything
facts.
starts with AI to me, because like he was Philly wholeheartedly. I didn't know that he was as huge as he was until I would go to like other areas. I'm like, oh, there's kids up in Sacramento or Up Road that also fuck with AI tough the way I did, and like I was there and shit. But for him, he's one of those people that are quote unquote from Philly that I fuck with, because he is that. He's like, I'm just gonna be me. If I want to rock tattoos because that's me, it doesn't make me a worse basketball player. The product's still great, so I'm gonna do that.
I'm so glad I lived on the East Coast during the AI and like G Unit
Oh
era,
my God.
because I got to see that shit firsthand.
Hey, bro, that shit was
Hey.
insane. That shit was insane. I can't think of particular artists more. I don't think of particular artists when I think of Philly. I just think of the temperament and demeanor of the average person there.
Yeah.
And that energy of I'm just gonna do me and be raw and honest as possible.
And fuck how you feel about
If
it.
anything, Meek, just because I understand exactly where Meek is from in North Philly, which is funny because a lot of Philly is like really small. Like you might know, like I might have a cousin who knows Meek or like
Yeah,
knows
people don't realize Philly's not like that huge of a city.
It's small. It's
Yeah.
small. Like I was like when I was there is just straight up, and like I wouldn't really go into West Philly. I wouldn't go into South Philly. There is no East Philly unless you say Camden, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever. There is no East Philly. But I would just be in North Philly, and like Uzi's from there, Kevin Hart's from there, all that stuff. But I guess people, if I pick an artist, I would say
Kyle
Meek
Lowry?
Mill. I didn't. All right, I'm not gonna front. Like,
Bro, put some respect on his name.
Kyle
hey
Lowry.
man, my mom told me that. I think no, it was you, and then I had to confirm it through my mom. I
I'm
did
telling
not,
you,
I did not know Kyle Lowry was from Philly.
Kyle Lowry's a real one, bro.
I'm not even gonna front. I did
He's
not
from
know.
North Philly. And if you watch him play, like, he's a scrappy
fucking
bulldog
sense.
motherfucker.
It wasn't until I saw that and like everything made sense, cause like. All right. The other thing with people like us is we're all jackasses.
Yeah.
And we all have jackass.
My
sense of
opinion is
humor.
right.
Like we all have this jackass sense of humor. Like if you fall, we're gonna laugh at you while we're helping you up.
Yeah.
We're like that. And then I looked at Kyle Lowry play, and I'm like, oh no, how did I not
makes
know
sense.
this? How did I not know
makes
this?
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here to act like Kyle Lowry at the time, like 2016 through 2018, didn't deserve the slander, because in the playoffs he was consistently not that good.
Bruh, just when he played LeBron.
But when I saw him win a ring,
Honestly.
I felt like
Literally.
when I saw him win a ring, I felt like he deserved it.
he did, bro. But I mean, bro, that's like
And he
a whole
turned around his
different-
play, like he was playing really well when they won that ring.
Hey, bro,
was.
he was playing well even in 2016 through 18. It just literally against LeBron.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he-
LeBron just fucking just
You
dominated.
feel me?
It
It's
was
like
just- yeah.
LeBron was the reason we even gave that narrative to
They
him.
got swept like LeBron swept
Every year.
them on his way to coming back from 3-1 against the Warriors.
What was the game? I think it was his last playoff run with the Cavaliers. I think it was like game 2 where
The floater.
dog
At the
he
buzzer,
hit.
they were up 2-0.
Bro,
The Raptors were about to win
it
that
was
game.
that too. It was that.
They
too.
were up 1, and he hit that floater at the buzzer and won the game.
Killed that shit.
like
bro.
off the glass, like he hit the floater. No, it was for me. It was the game where someone would be guarding him really well, and he just hits hella step back, fade away shot, and he did that like 8 times, and I'm like,
bro,
all right.
it was crazy because, hey, honestly, that's like he literally had that mental edge on him. You know what I mean?
Bro, that
To the point, like they beat everybody else, and then they pull up and see LeBron.
that floater against the Raptors is low key like one of LeBron's best moments in his career,
Bro.
because they were up like 2-0 on the
It was
Raptors, right?
insane.
The
Yeah.
Raptors were up by like they held like a 10-15 point lead the entire game,
Bruh.
and then the fucking Cavs came back towards the end. The Raptors were up 1. It looked like it was about to be 2-1. LeBron hits that floater at the butter,
Like,
3-0.
Nothing. Like
Yeah,
it was
bro.
nothing.
Then it's 3-0. The series is over,
nothing.
At least 2-1, they would have had a chance, but you know.
and that's the conference final. Like,
Hey man, what you gonna do? None.
Fuck with Lowry though. I fuck
But-
with Lowry.
Hey, honestly, shit, bro. I like.
sorry, go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say, man, they like Lowry and fucking DeRozan just got screwed, bro. That's all it was. But nah, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna shake the table real quick.
All right.
Who has the best handles of all time, Kyrie or AI?
I'm gonna say AI, and I'm gonna say AI because it is AI.
Try to say his name faster.
It is AI. He crossed over Jordan, and anytime they have to straight up make a rule to stop you being as great as you are, it's you. Like they had to stop that little carry rule thing. They created that rule because AI's handle was that insane. Like like he changed the game.
Bro,
So,
put
I
it
gotta
this
say
way:
AI.
there wouldn't be no Kyrie without AI, but Kyrie took what AI did and ran with it. Bro, literally, you can take this guy to the right, to the left, and he's finishing the same exact way either side.
I ain't mad. I ain't
You know
mad
what
at
I mean?
anyone who picks
Splitting
Kyrie.
4 or 5. You know what I mean?
Here's
I
my
ain't
view
mad.
on it. I think like
Because it's like I'm
Kyrie, and even Steph Curry. I'll say this: like have better handles than AI.
Wait,
But no, hold up. Just let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
All right.
Let me finish my point. I think that they do, right?
Steph.
But AI like set the blueprint for them to do that. Like
Exactly,
Steph
bro.
Curry and Kyrie don't do any of the shit they're doing today if it wasn't for AI being AI.
That's facts. That's facts.
Bro,
So
and that's no
people
knock on fucking
people look
AI.
at somebody who's doing something like better or more refined in an era 10 years down the road
You hating?
and then don't give credit to the person who fucking set the standard.
Well, to be honest,
Literally,
I want
bro.
that. I don't understand this whole idea that, and that's like with sports. That's
Like
with music.
even with like Wilt Chamberlain and like fucking like big men today, right? Like I'm easy to dismiss Wilt Chamberlain like, oh, he had 100 points and 50 rebounds. He was playing against mailmen, yada yada yada. But it's like, bro, like what he was doing at the time was unheard of.
You don't just
and
do
it's like
that, though.
Rudy Gobert and all these other big men that are doing what they do aren't doing that shit if it wasn't for Wilt.
Right.
Kareem wouldn't be Kareem if it wasn't for Wilt. So you gotta like
Kareem is a myth to me.
you gotta give credit to the person who set the standard and don't compare their output to like somebody else's output who like was influenced by them generations
Hey,
later.
but put it this way: if you not comparable, like when fucking Draymond came out and said I'm the best defender of all time, it's like, all right, when you put that out there, now we're gonna compare you to these greats.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Although that particular statement, there's a thing. Every time it's the middle of a sports season, there's this factor of news that I just sum up as niggas talking. Like it's fucking January, it's February, we ain't got shit to talk about.
Like,
it's after the All-Star break.
I
people just
fully
talking.
believe like middle of the season, like you said, NBA sends out a league-wide memo to players, coaches, whatever. Everybody do some outrageous shit.
Yeah, just say some
We
shit.
need ratings. If you want those max contracts,
Yeah, it's
stay.
like that little month where it's post All-Star break, but not close enough to the postseason.
Yeah,
Where
where it's
people
like-
are like doing the playoff pushes, and like some teams are still like, are we gonna tank? Are we not? That time is the slowest news.
It's like niggas like us are still watching. Like niggas like us are still watching NBA games, but
Right,
the
right,
average
right.
casual
Random
viewers
motherfuckers that
are
ain't
not.
looking.
They're not.
So then you need a guy like Draymond to be like, yo, what if I was just the greatest defender ever?
and then that,
What if?
What if I am? Like, you ain't think about
that's
that?
fact. I
bruh.
never noticed that. It's always this time of year. Like
Every
there's mad
single
trending
time.
topics, mad NBA trending topics on
Conspiracy.
Twitter and
And
shit.
straight up, I'm like, oh, niggas just talking. People just need something to do. I feel it. Because there are certain things like, why is this trending so high? It's no different than quarantine. Quarantine started, people got bored, and all of a sudden you see like a fucking David Lee highlight tape on Twitter. It's just like what the fuck? What are you doing?
Put it this way, hey, quarantine's different though. That was like such a one-off like
It's the
fucking
same
situation,
energy, bruh.
But it was like intensified. You know what I mean? When you got millions of people at home with nothing to do,
think about
you're
this.
gonna dig up a David Lee.
It's been like 55 weeks. We were 3 weeks in. I saw a Sean Livingston mixtape. I didn't even know there was one. I saw that shit on Twitter.
People got time.
Was it just a highlight reel just full of fucking turnaround baseline jumpers?
Basically, I'm just like, okay, granted, pre-injury, he was nice. When I saw him without the braids, and I'm like, okay, y'all, we bored. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, I ain't never seen Sean Livingston miss a turnaround baseline jumper.
At all. Bro, now that you think about it, like, you get him on that fucking baseline. Oh shit, he turned it around.
Oh, look, it's a little fucking tiny 6-foot point guard on me.
Sean Livingston.
Hey there, buddy.
Sean Livingston is the bucket of players that I don't like strictly because I don't know how to play with them on 2K.
Strictly because you look at him, you're like, this nigga's ass, and then he makes every fucking mid-range jumper.
Not in 2K. That's why I hate him. Not in 2K.
Sean Livingston was a bucket. Like, he was a perfect backup for Steph.
Bruh, think about, like, he could have actually been a starter if he just never got injured.
Well, yeah, he was on his way to being a superstar.
What was he on the Clippers at the time? He was nice.
Yeah.
And then he
was the Clippers' sacrificial goat.
I know.
Just like David Lee was the sacrificial goat for Draymond.
This is why they had to sacrifice to convince David Stern to then reject that CP3 to the Lakers trade.
But hey, KD, I'm going to pull the last coin out the bag.
Oh, yeah, we only had 2.
We know... 2-2, man.
We ain't played a game 7.
We actually had mad topics, but I didn't refer to them as coins because, you know, niggas were just shooting the shit.
Yeah,
shooting the shit.
It's 2 coins. Man.
But,
Let's get it, though.
Philly is known for, like, battle rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
would you say, A, this is a 2-part question. A, would you say that has influenced your music? And B, what would you say are the main differences between that and, like, regular studio rap?
All right, so your first question, I'm not a battle rapper, but the thing that I do pick up from that is like attention to detail. You ever listen to anyone battle rap, especially when they rap in a song, they have a hella attention to detail. They have the most intricate bars. They think about the way that some battle rappers rap, especially coming out of the Philly scene. You would think that the English language was created just for them to be born and rap over that shit. And
they gonna rap over that John.
Hey yo,
they rapping over that John.
Yeah, that John. Not John Johns, J-A-W when I get it right.
Not Jawnathan.
Nah, but like the I guess the thing that I Jonathan.
That's the name of the episode.
Jonathan.
Oh my god.
Nah, the thing that I peep is just like the attention to detail with the bars, like the idea of like not wasting the bar and things like that, trying to put like less filler and shit. Mm-hmm. The difference between battle rap and studio rap, though, sometimes, like, I'll say it because we're already talking about it. Sometimes when battle rappers go to do studio rap, they are so committed to the bar. Yeah. But, like, if it's trash, we got to think about why it's trash. Because they're not bad rappers, but they're so committed to the bar sometimes.
The bar that's trash.
That the music suffers.
It interrupts the song. Yeah. It's like if they're talking about a specific topic, they got to go break away and, like, do their bar and then come back to the topic of the song.
It's like it's a fix for them, bro.
It's like,
that's the thing everybody can't stand about the rapidy rap ass niggas. It's like, you're too focused on the bars and the music is just garbage.
There's 2 pockets, though. There's two coins.
Like, it doesn't sound good. Like, you're saying words, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
So I'm not even compelled to listen to the words.
There's 2 sides to it. There's the lyrical dudes who could, like, really bar shit up, but they bar shit up kind of off topic. It's almost like you keep going on tangents. But then there's, like, the pretentious lyrical rap dudes who think that literally just if you rap fast,
open your third eye, niggas.
It's some like if you rap, they think that I'm barring this shit up. I'm like, no, fam, pull your shit up on Genius. Read that shit. What are you talking about?
You are not a genius.
Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Facts,
I don't know.
Man.
But you rap fast. Okay, that's cool. Twista can rap fast. There's a difference. There's still a good song. Twista's still a good songwriter.
Bro,
he rap fast, but it's still smooth.
Bro, you pull up the Twista fucking shit. You like, damn, okay,
right?
Okay, I fuck with it. Half these motherfuckers, I'm on the top of the bubble.
I'm convinced a lot of the Eminem ciphers were written based off of, okay, oh, I see the word rum. What rhymes with rum? Come. Let me find a way to fit it into the bar and the beat.
No, it's not that off. They think like that, and I'm like, they don't like sometimes it's like they don't stop to think, is this a cringy thing to say?
Bro, that's
No.
not mind blowing or nothing.
Rhyme
That's like
scheme.
basic A B C D E F G type shit.
Like rhyme scheme,
Bro,
rhyme
but,
scheme,
hey,
rhyme
but
scheme.
then it's like you got the other battle rap fucking rappers who like come in and they just like rapping like they attacking the listener. It's like, damn, fam, you wanted me to hear your track. I
That's
feel
it,
like
bro.
I'm in the ring with you right now.
I ain't do shit to you.
That's just
big
fucking
bro. Leave me
hilarious.
alone.
Big bro.
That's
Hey,
just
come
fucking
on, big
hilarious.
bro.
Like, hey, bro, like I was nice enough to click on your song. Why you trying to piss me off?
In fact, some battle rappers be hella aggressive. I be finishing a battle rap video and feeling like I want to
Because
fucking
they don't know,
burn
like
shit
some of them don't know how to turn out. If they're not the funny type, then it's the like usually like the aggressive type.
Or the ones that just step over the line and like start rapping about dead relatives and shit. Like,
Bruh,
You know,
like,
if you wanna like
that
Arsenal.
shit was crazy.
I don't understand it. But you know, sometimes if they hone in on the topic, you can make a better song. Like when you first, because everyone knows Eminem started off as a battle rapper, Rap Olympics, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how Dr. Dre found him in L.A.
But Eminem falls in like a Detroit. Like,
Okay.
I love how
rap
Eminem's always the
scene.
example.
No, but like Eminem is the best example because he's the battle rapper that took it the furthest. Like he actually is the biggest battle rapper in the studio industry.
I feel like
making
Philly
music.
battle rappers and Detroit battle rappers are different, bruh.
Detroit battle rappers are funny. Like anybody from
know what I
Detroit
mean?
is fucking hilarious.
Sada baby,
They're all fucking hilarious.
Like,
Case Study A.
Like
But-
they have a sense of like. There's no humor in Philly battle.
no,
like,
it's all hard. Like
It's all
everything's
like
just,
murder.
Like hard. Like no, murder. Niggas is
Red, bro,
traumatized.
bro.
You ever heard of Beanie Siegel song?
Oh, bro. Like,
You know
feeling
he
in the
did
air
battle
is
rap?
one of my favorite
Yeah.
shits as a kid. I'm like, bro, like, look how hurt we are. Like,
I mean, I know you don't live in
So-
Philly now, but how big of a phenomenon is like Meek Mill?
Meek Mill is
Is he like considered the best rapper out of Philly?
I didn't even think about that.
He's up there. I think I would imagine he'd be up there with the best rappers to ever come out of
It
Philly.
depends on
Bro, I
how
don't
we're-
know anybody else who's touching him. From an
how
outsider
we
looking
qualifying
in.
this.
You know what I
It
mean?
depends on how we qualify it because we still have Will Smith.
Catalog,
I mean, but like, come on,
this-
bro. Hold on.
catalog, relevance.
Bro, he brought up Will Smith. I just wanted to dead that.
Don't
Will Smith
disrespect.
is-
Don't
Will
disrespect.
Smith
I
is
was gonna
an
say
actor.
I don't want to. I want to find a proper way to say this next point. I don't want to say like ties to the streets or whatever, but like because that sounds corny.
No, but there's no other way.
It
to
sounds,
say
but there's no other way to say it like right off the
Is
top of my
this
head.
nigga
But
street
fact-
affiliated or not?
Bro, but
Will Smith doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Lack
Right?
of bodies.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
nah, but put it this way: Will Smith.
Will
is
Smith
good-
don't rap as
He's
Broly.
something that fucking Meek Mill, to be honest, can never be. You know what I mean?
Well, no one's ever tried to be that.
No,
especially out of there.
but he's like to keep it like I'm not even to say you can get another Meek Mill. You can't have another Will Smith,
Bro,
He's
am I wrong?
A world icon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Am I
like
wrong?
that's different.
I mean,
Meek
I
Mill
feel
is
it.
not a world icon.
Will Smith is a world icon, but it's something different about the hip hop world. And it's like, am I wrong for thinking Will Smith is a rapper? The first thing that comes to mind is the Family Guy sketch.
Niggas
Help your
disrespected.
family pay for
Hold
school
on,
supplies.
Bro. Niggas are disrespected. Like we ain't big him up. Like we ain't big him up like that.
Hey.
But like he still did what he did, and the only reason that he got to become an icon is because he got that show for Fresh Prince. The only reason he got the show for Fresh Prince is because he's the fucking Fresh Prince.
Nah,
So,
facts,
like,
bro. Like I'm not taking away anything from his music shit. I'm not even trying to say he's a shit musician because he's not.
Not, but his juice as a rapper, like,
he
isn't
made
there.
parents don't understand, and everybody just hated him. Right? Is that it,
Bro, but he's he's literally like, you know what I mean? You can see a Will Smith statue somewhere.
He's an
You know what I
A-list
mean?
celebrity, Hollywood actor. That's what I consider.
But
I don't
it
really
all is
consider him a
from
rapper.
hip hop, so you have to put it in perspective.
Yeah, it's where
This
he got
is
his
all
start.
via hip hop. The
But-
reason that you might not see as many Meek Mills these days, I don't even think it's because of Meek Mill. Meek Mill's a fucking legend, especially in Philly. He's a fucking legend. But I kind of think you're not gonna see as many Meek Mills because Lil Uzi Vert showed up in 2015, 2014, 2015.
But let me say this, though. Like, I mean, if I'm talking hip-hop music, I don't really consider, like, Will Smith has done that much in hip-hop music. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm,
That's
like...
just way before our
No,
time.
yeah, if I'm comparing Meek Mill as a rapper to
I
Will
don't know,
Smith as a
man.
rapper, I'm taking Meek Mill's
Mill-
rap career versus Will Smith's rap career.
It's
One is greater than the other, right?
his impact at the time that he came out, because again, he wasn't an active rapper for like hella years.
It's just I see what you're saying. The
He-
byproduct of his rap career
he
was so great that you
Made
gotta
it
credit
into a way that it blew up. Like its status blew up a lot more to the point where they were all Grammy nominated. It was in 89 when they all boycotted the Grammys and shit. Like he was fucking huge.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like,
Yeah.
he didn't get to that level off of rapping. He
That
didn't.
was off
No,
of
that-
rapping.
he got his start-
He did get a Grammy.
No, he got started.
that is true. Yeah.
He got started as like a famous person off of rap music. But where he is now as a legend, an icon, a fucking one of the
it's through acting.
greatest Americans to ever live is through acting and being a celebrity.
No, I'm seeing
not through rapping, right?
I'm seeing what you're saying as the byproduct of him rapping and being like what he was able to do with it, with the Fresh Prince, becoming the Fresh Prince.
He's not
It's
doing
because
that.
he wouldn't have been able to do that if he wasn't a rapper.
He literally had no acting experience when he got the Fresh Prince show. Like it was like that.
But then when he became a full-fledged A-list actor, his rap career came to a stop, right?
Hold on now, we gotta stop pretending like he didn't borrow.
So I'm
Jonah
evaluating
Lucas record.
I'm evaluating Will Smith's rap career up to that point
Well, it's
versus
2019.
Meek's continuing, yeah.
versus
Bro,
Meek's decade plus.
He gave Joyner Lucas a 64 bar, bro. like 2 years ago. He's rapping his ass off.
Hey, can I just apologize on here for trying to vouch for Joyner Lucas in the past?
Right, you don't fuck with him?
He was talking shit about Joyner Lucas, and I'm like, bro, he's actually kind of nice. You ever hear his wordplay?
This is how I know. I'm like,
And now it's like, bro, Joyner Lucas sucks, bro.
I mean, bro, I ain't heard him recently. Why, did you just fall off or what?
I mean, so say Joyner Lucas's name is trending for something, right? He'll then drop a song from the perspective of the thing he's rapping of. You know what I'm saying? like
Yeah, I'm fucking weak.
he can't make a song about Will Smith. He got B Will Smith.
Yeah, he made a song about a school shooter from the perspective of the school shooter. Like, you know?
I mean, bro, but that kind of falls in line
shit.
with every single one of his songs that I've heard already. You know what I mean? Everything he's done is
which
from
is fucking corny.
Why do we need the school
It's
shooter's
corny.
perspective?
It's so corny.
What? Why?
I mean, bro, it's one thing if you do it every now and then, or you know what I mean. But like, I see that if it's
Dude.
every song,
There's a lot of songs
Like,
that
what
are
are you
trash
seeing?
that fall under that theme from him.
but it's like, what are you doing? Like,
I get that.
what is your experience?
But
I want to
anyway.
know about the experience of this guy.
Shout out to Joyner Lucas. When I'm famous, don't sue me.
Oh, I'm fully yeah.
Is that a track?
No.
I'm fully prepared for one of these things I'm gonna say one day, like
I'm
before
tripping.
everything blows up.
That's gonna
it's gonna
backfire?
circulate back. It's gonna be like this is my version of old tweets, and I'm just accepting it for what it is.
Bro, my old
Bro.
tweets are fucking... Oh, man. Just bury me now if they ever
Bro,
get
my
dug up.
tweets
like,
is gonna
man.
stay. You feel me? I'm not.
I was just like, man,
I gotta go through too much just to go delete them.
charge it to the game, homie. Like,
So
what is-
if you
what it
become like an A-list celebrity and they dig up your old tweets talking about like some whatever, like anti-whatever,
I probably just sound angry.
I never fucking.
you're gonna be like, yeah, I said that shit. Suck my dick. Fuck you.
Bro, I ain't never said no crazy shit like that. You know
I ain't
what
say crazy shit.
I'm
also
saying crazy shit, but like anti-Semitic shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, nah.
I can't say for sure. That's how. I don't know, man. I said some wild shit, man.
Yo, bro, you gotta go back. Also, Twitter was a different place. I mean, it wasn't a
not
platform.
even Twitter, bro.
for
You know
saying
what? Like,
anti-Semitic shit, but it was
our
different
fucking
at
childhood was a different time.
Twitter
too,
was
like,
brutal
bro.
in 2012.
Bruh. It was absolutely insane. Like Twitter had the whole trend of like nigger navy and shit like that.
Nigger
So I'm
Navy is
like,
still the greatest moment.
bro, if someone pulls that shit with no context, it looks wild.
It looks wild.
Like it looks
Bro,
fucking
hey,
wild.
so for the listeners that don't know, what is that?
Okay, so what was it? One of the news outlets was talking about
Something, it was supposed to be blah, 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 had a bigger Navy. And then they had a typo and they wrote nigger Navy. And then Twitter
I
caught it
didn't know
and
that.
turned it into a joke. Swear to God, that's the backstory.
I didn't know they were trying to
Swear
say
to God,
bigger
that's the
Navy.
backstory. They were trying to say bigger Navy.
I thought that they just said that shit.
And you know how the B is right next to the N on the keyboard?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah,
hit the
yeah.
N
Oh, shit.
and it came out as nigger Navy.
Why is it designed like that? Yo,
Somebody's responsible.
You see how deep this racism goes?
I'm weak.
Stay
You
woke.
ever wonder why the B is next to the N?
Where's my kufi?
You ever wonder why like Yo,
You ever wonder why?
come on, man. You ever wonder why Band-Aids are the color of skin?
Yeah.
Come on now, stay woke, man. Another side of
Hey,
this.
bro, you know you know what's wild? You know the person that actually typed that is probably looking at the keyboard like complaining like, man, why the fuck y'all have to put these numbers together
Bro.
or letters together?
They probably tweeted that shit, walked away, and then like someone came back like, "Yo, who's the social media
but
manager?"
they,
Like,
but they
Cancel
literally-
Mavis Beacon.
what have I done? Oh no, Black Twitter discovered
Shout
it.
out to Mavis Beacon.
Oh my god.
But anyway, what the fuck were we even talking about? Oh, nigger
Meek
Navy.
Mill.
Continue.
we were talking about Meek Mill.
Nah, but yeah. Hey, so
AI.
is Meek Mill the greatest? Damn, I was like the greatest person to come out of Philly. But nah, compared to like what you just said, AI. Compare AI's impact and Meek Mill's impact.
AI's impact and Meek Mill's AI had, in my opinion, had a bigger impact. But Meek Mill's still doing his thing. Like his career is still ongoing, especially since he got out of prison. I know everybody thinks he's corny now, but since he got out of prison and was on like the criminal justice reform and shit like that. He's really been in his bag socially. But AI is a whole generation.
I want to speak to what you just said about Meek Mill corny. I wish he would just delete every social media and just give us music.
I do too, but I kind of like the fuck shit. I kind of part of me like it's like the self-inflicted. Every time he says, I feel bad for him because every time he says something, like his first mention you'll see is, "Bro, you 33." I'm like, "Yo." You can just say, he can be like, "Yo,
like 33-year-old niggas can't have fun."
Yo, he can be like, "Bro, I just got a car wash." "Bro, you 33 getting a car wash?" Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, what you look like with all the bubbles and shit? You 33? You a grown ass man?
Bro, this nigga 33 going to Jiffy Lube.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, what? Yo, I just got a tire change. You changed tires at 33? Like,
you don't change your own shit, bro. You a grown man.
Like, bro, what the fuck? Ease up.
But anyway,
yeah.
Bro, that's like how motherfuckers be like, man, you 28 and ain't got 6 figures yet. Like,
hey,
damn,
man.
yeah.
But he had, I guess I would say he had impact in prior to Meek Mill. It was who? Beanie Siegel. Which even in that sense was
he was a little
like
too
a
street.
5-year, but it was like a 5-year gap. Like he's much older.
And maybe
than
that's
us
a better. Maybe that's a better question. Beanie Siegel compared to like Meek Mill.
Well, that's state property. That's rolling around with Jay-Z. That's its own thing.
Because I feel like it would be fair to say.
But you said rolling around
I
with
think-
Jay-Z counts as like.
I mean, yeah,
your
he
own
was.
Success. Me
No,
kicking
I
it with.
mean, I guess it was that.
I think
that
it
was-
would be fair to say that Beanie was like the Meek Mill of the early 2000s.
I could say that it was. It
Is
was
it
really
wrong to say that Meek Mill is like doing a lot better than fucking Beanie? You know what I mean?
It is, but I want to let him.
Yeah, I mean, at that time it was like him.
I mean, it is.
Cassidy. It was Freeway. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I
bro.
know.
Nah,
I
Cassidy
know.
was cold.
I know.
Bro, he was
Cassidy
cold for
was
that
cold,
album,
yeah.
but just his recent shit, I'm not even gonna like
I
cut you
know.
off, bro.
I
Like,
know.
goddamn.
Cassidy was cold. You had Freeway. Freeway was huge. Like when he came out with Flipside and that whole first album, like he was like fucking huge. But I kind of on a slightly lesser scale, I think of it like when Game came out. And there was like this gap where there wasn't that many people. I know you looking at me sideways. I know you looking at me sideways.
No, deadass 2000.
But there was a
I see
quiet
that.
period. There wasn't much going on.
From
in
the point
LA.
Tupac
You brought
died
it back.
until
You
Game
brought it
came
back.
out.
You brought it back.
See, there wasn't that much going on. So like, you have Freeway, you have all of them, and then you skip to like 2010. I mean, Meek was around, but like
Damn,
when he
it was
blew up,
that long.
when he blew up, it was like 2010,
Okay,
2011.
I like the Game comparison.
It's
there.
like that. It's like that.
Like not the talent, just as far as holding.
He
the
brought
city
Philly
down.
back onto the rap scene.
So now it blew up, and now it's huge. And then like a few years later, you have a Uzi version.
Yeah,
Got
'cause-
you.
yeah. People
Shit
forget,
like
bro.
that.
The West Coast is like big in the hip hop scene now, but like from the moment Tupac died, basically from '95 to 05,
Drake-
when Game
well,
came out, shit was dead.
The only exception was Dre having his thing. So Dre had his thing, but Dre was already Dre. So Dre was already like fucking established. So it's like, yo,
He's already
you're-
an OG at that
It's
point.
like you're you. So there's that. Outside of that, there wasn't that much going on. The occasional Snoop Dogg thing, but like Snoop Dogg also was like, yo, you're legend status. Like you're already solidified.
Yeah.
New talent and shit like that, you didn't really hear that much.
Now
And
you're
then
hearing it,
Game
like,
showed up.
yeah.
Meek Mill, he came up a few years after like Beanie, Freeway, and Cassidy. Shit, even Petey Crack had one of the records. After their hottest years, like it was a handful of years after their hottest years, and then Meek Mill shows up, huge. He ran the underground mixtape circuit with like Flamers and like all the shit, nappy braids and all
No,
that
yeah,
stuff.
he really got it out the mud.
But when he really blew up, it was like, what was it? To mainstream, it was I'm a Boss. And that was like 6 years.
I still play that shit.
That was like 6 years
shit's
after
an
like the
anthem,
last like
bro.
Philly dude
Literally
was
an
like
anthem.
hot.
Yeah.
Like, so I put it like that. I think of like Game. I'm not talking about skill set, but I think of like
Holding
Game
it
when I
down,
think of
yeah,
it.
like literally. Okay,
But hey.
I definitely feel you.
I will say this: West Coast and Philly birthed KJ, and he's got next. So tell the people where they can find you on Twitter, IG,
Oh shit! Oh
everything.
shit! Oh shit! You can find me anywhere. Like I got good SEO. That's why I picked my new name.
Drop the
I'm on IG. I'm on Twitter. I'm on anything is at some other Durant. You know why? Until I get the KJ Durant name, you can find me at some other Durant, and then obviously my artist name is real easy to spell. It's just KJ Durant. Keep
There
it
we
simple.
go.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Hey, thank you for another appearance, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I know we're gonna have many more. So
It's good.
pleasure to have
you.
you on,
Big
bro.
facts, man. Appreciate you.
Yes,
for that,
sir.
too.
And I'm signing out, bro. It's your boy Waleed,
It's your boy Ronnie. We
and
out
we
here.
are Two Coin Podcast. Yes, sir.